Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. What am I doing? Sitting by a pool in the middle of a weekday afternoon? I'm taking a damn break. I'm taking a week off from oversharing my family's secrets and my deep-seated generational trauma in a breathtaking memoir so that I can finally binge the damn podcast. And the big finale of Everybody Knows But Me is just a few weeks away, but you know what I'm in the mood for right now? Some killer bonus content. Something that's a little more funny, a little less structured, and a lot more unpredictable. Oh, you too? Well, great. Let's dive in. Well, would you look at this? Here we are, 2/3 of the way through season 1 of Everybody Knows But Me. We just had another big reveal with me admitting that I've been the one keeping my siblings and I from meeting our half-brothers. And what do we go and do? Bust up the format with some bonus content? Okay, put down your pitchforks and your torches, people. The truth is, your girl Holly Brown needs a friggin' break. Believe it or not, telling this story takes a lot out of me. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't feeling a teensy bit burnt out. And we will get back to our regularly scheduled programming next week. But I actually love that these bonus episodes give a home to some of the clips from my interviews with my family. The ones that really show them as whole people rather than just a collection of tropes I've been banging on about. And since we're getting close to the big season finale, I might not have this opportunity to share stuff like this in the same way again. Hey, I know the Brown Load 2.0 might not be for everybody. But guess what? If you want to tell us what you think about it, or about the show in general, you can totally do that by leaving a review or dropping a comment. We've had some really great ones so far, like when Apple Podcast listener His Holiness, the Great Canon wrote, "I am super burnt out on podcasts right now because usually the subject has nothing to say. But Holly is the exact opposite. Love the production value and the genuine spirit. Very excited to see where this goes." Or when Spotify listener Nani101 said, "Loved it. Can't wait for next Wednesday." Oh, and you can also send us your stories of darkly funny family drama and trauma at everybodyknowspod@gmail.com. Now, in the grand tradition of VH1's Behind the Music, and all the childhood-ruining tell-all documentaries about sitcom sets in the 90s that have come out in the past few years, it's time to give you all a closer look at Carson, Casey, and me, and spill all that hot brown tea. This is EKBM, Behind the Pod. What'd you just ask me?
I asked if you think that this podcast journey is going to be hard, just having all these conversations, but having to be so self-reflective about how you are feeling all the time.
Yes, I think it'll be really exhausting, but I think double-edged sword. I feel very comfortable talking about all this stuff because we've done it for so long, and I've definitely, probably more than anybody, has talked about it openly. And I joke about it on stage. Like, it's stuff that I'm so comfortable talking about, but I am not comfortable being emotional about it in front of other people.
Yeah, Cameron Diaz in The Holiday.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I cry a crazy amount. I cry a lot. Didn't as a child, though. Never cried, really.
Nope.
But I'm worried. What I worry about is when inevitably we're talking to family members and something comes up that I didn't know, and they maybe don't know that I don't know. So they're not delivering it with like a soft landing. They're just kind of saying something. And that I don't know how I'm going to react. Because I am pretty impulsive in my reactions. And I'm worried that I will get defensive quickly or have a hard time navigating maybe like more, but not betrayal isn't the right word, but just like, why didn't I know this feeling? That's what I worry about the most. There's so much we know. There's so much we don't know. Like, I think there's sometimes I'm like, do we know less about certain parts of our parents' lives than anybody else does? Like,
I mean, I think that's true for a lot of people. I mean, that's something I always talk to my friends about, having lost both our parents, is like, talk to your parents now.
I know.
Like, get those stories, have those conversations, because if they're gone, like it's just up to your memory and like the people that knew them and that were around them. So I feel like it's kind of natural that as a kid your parents live as your parents, not before.
Yeah.
You're like, what? They existed before we? No.
I know. But here's the thing, Case. I feel like for a long time in life, I had to separate them from like being my parents almost.
Well, they weren't actually. They weren't exactly parenting.
Yes. Like when they weren't parenting us and it was really bad, I don't feel like I viewed mom and dad. Like I think there was clear lines in my brain where I could slip into, they're not my parents right now. They're just like people making my life harder. Mm-hmm. Especially with mom, I felt that way. Mm-hmm. Where I'd be like, yeah, I guess like you have the title, but in this span of time, these 5 years or whatever, I just remember looking at them being like, I don't know what it feels like to have a parent, because I would see my friends have parents and how their parents treated them, and I would be like, well, my dad abused me, so I don't view him as my dad sometimes. Like, I felt like I had to in order to even like them around that time.
Yeah, interesting. I was just curious because I feel like even just in us talking, you had so many moments where you're like, this is a mini revelation, or like, wow, I never thought about it in that way. And it's just going to be like this whole journey is like, oh, I never thought about it in that way. Right when mom passed away, we all had very different reactions to like the task at hand. I mean, sorting through a life. Mm-hmm. I want to shout out to our Aunt KJ, who's doing something called death cleaning.
Oh, yeah.
She texted us all and was like, do you guys want any of these vases? And they were from our grandmothers. And we were like, do you have something to tell us? Like, why are you reaching out? And she's just like, no, I read this book and I'm trying to get rid of stuff while I'm alive so that people don't have to deal with it after. Mm-hmm. And that's very thoughtful. And it's not like you should have to do that, but it is quite the task to go through somebody's whole life. Yeah. And our dads, because our mom was just carrying dad's stuff too. Mm-hmm. And like I remember when mom passed away, Carson's your immediate reaction was like, burn the townhouse and everything in it. Yep. Don't want to see it, don't care, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Holly, I think you were like more mixed. You were like, I don't want it gone, but I don't want to be there.
Yeah. I was like, can we keep it all and not do anything with it now?
Yeah. And then I was like I was kind of like, okay, we got to probably put some of it somewhere and get rid of some of it. But I also was more on the sentimental, like keep it side. And so I think our compromise was that we ended up keeping a lot more than like, there's a bunch of stuff that Carson's storing in a storage at his work that we do need to go through because we'll open it and be like, why'd you keep that plastic bowl? At the time it felt like a yellow colander, and I'm like, this is mom.
Freaking colander.
This yellow colander.
Did we keep that?
Yeah, I definitely made us keep it.
Yeah.
It's in a box.
I mean,
that's wild.
You brought up hiking. Carson and mom and I used to hike all the time in that period of time. Like,
you remember when we used to go on walks too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where around Oak Park?
Mm-hmm.
House?
I think we go on walks around the neighborhood.
What the was I doing?
Probably working. I don't know.
That was such a
yeah. I'd come over and we'd go on walks around.
I really remember like hiking with mom, and there were really funny memories because she'd tire out really quickly at the very end of these hikes, and then it was always funny to hear her.
Oh my gosh, the best one, we did the hike. Caballero. No. Oh, it was Eagle Rock.
But it was really you're right. It was from the valley to
it was it was like probably 7 miles maybe round trip.
Damn,
it was a long hike.
Long, yeah.
I don't know if any of us realized how long it was going to be, and by like on the way back, mom was just like, I can't make it. Mom had a flare. She did have a little drama in her. Like
mom, you don't have a choice. We've got to go back.
She'd just be like, I can't tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I can't make it. Like, leave me up here, And so we're like, Carson and I are just our favorite game to play when we would hike would be the singing game, and then who would win in a fight.
Oh yeah.
And we would just for an hour, who would win in a fight if it was Mechagodzilla or
P. Diddy or
P. Diddy or R. Kelly who would win in a fight.
R. Kelly.
I don't know.
P. Diddy has other
He'd be
people
too-
fight for him.
True.
R. Kelly would fight.
P. Diddy would be too oily to like.
You could catch him.
Well, R. Kelly would be covered in his own piss, so he liked to pee on people.
So Carson and I would be doing this, and Mom would be like 20 feet behind us, just huffing and puffing as if. And to be fair, we were very young, and she was in her 50s, you know.
She knew.
Yeah,
how long
she
it was.
came on the hike, often drove to the hikes, and then I just remember we probably still had 2 miles left, and Mom just power walks past Carson and I, and we're like, Mom, hold on, and she's like, I have a second wind, and she's just like,
I can't stop.
and she literally goes down the hill going, I can't stop, and like we meet her at the car, and she just like raced down the hill.
You didn't really think we'd put out another episode of bonus content without a weird P. Diddy riff in it, did you? Come on, you should know us better than that by now. The good news, though, is that was the last one. For now. From here on out, it's just going to be all gut-wrenching moments of intense vulnerability and stuff that's guaranteed to make you cry. Yep, that's it. Nothing else. So get those tissues out, because you're gonna need them.
We have so much to cover, but we got to talk about the mountain biking.
Legendary.
Yeah,
This was another moment where Carson also took one for the team.
I know.
Where you have that, Mom and you had that same trait where I think.
But I think you guys remember that differently. Yes, I think it was that. Why don't you tell the story instead of me just knowing we all know what happened?
So we went to Mammoth. One of the things we did was mountain bike, and it was during summertime where the ski lifts were not covered in snow and you can go mountain biking. And so we went up to the top of Mammoth Mountain where they have that cute little German restaurant and little town. You rent your gear, you put your bike on the thing, and then you get on the ski lift that takes you up the bunny hill, the first one. And our mom was very scared of heights. And so,
But again, signed up to do this.
no one was making her.
No one was like, Mom, you have to do these bikes with us. We never were like, Mom, you have to hike with us.
What
you know?
was it like getting on the ski lift? Like we were getting on, and she would just like stop and start, and just like could not get herself to go on the ski lift. And then I feel like she finally got on and screamed her way up. Were you sitting with her, Carson?
I think so. I don't really remember that.
And it was a bunny hill. Like this is the smallest hill you could go up.
You're not very high off the ground.
So we get off, and I remember Casey and I, we are going to go down the little route, and we go to our left, and then all of a sudden Mom's not with us. And we're like, because you and Andre were going to go to do a much harder trail. And not just harder. Did you do Black Diamond?
No, it was a blue, but it turns out when we talk to someone, they're like, oh yeah, that trail's dangerous. Don't do that trail. We thought we could do better.
So Casey and I turned to go down the path, and then all of a sudden we're like, where is Mom? We look to our left, and we see a beautiful blonde woman just bolting down the mountain, just f***ing straight forward, going through the tall grass, and just going, I can't stop!
That's like her catchphrase.
Oh my God, it is. And she just f***ing bolts down the mountain on the other side, and we're like, well, we can't really help her.
God.
So we just kept going. We're like, she'll make it down. The visual of her just like going through the tall
Like,
grass.
well, we'll see her at the bottom.
And then we wanted to ride our bikes home. And there was
we wanted to do another route.
Yeah, which that route happened to be a path that took us back to town that we could drop our bikes off at. And Mom didn't want to stay, and Carson went with her, but and then Carson's friends stayed with me and Casey.
Which was for the best, because we were way over our heads on that bike route we took.
Oh my God.
We were going off ramps and stuff.
It was insane.
If Andre wasn't with us, I don't think we would have made it home either.
Yeah, but
and then we ended up on the wrong side of the mountain, and we were walking down not a bike path.
Not a bike path.
Not a bike
even
path.
a foot of pathway.
No.
But you went home and went back with Mom, and that was so sweet of you to do.
Yeah, and I think there was an element of that, but I also think I wanted to fish. And so it sounds silly, but on that trip, because Dad and I used to go fishing, I was determined to catch a fish for Dad. I was like, I got to do it.
The famous fish story.
If he was here, he'd want to go fishing, and we'd do it. So I'm going to do it. So I said, I'll just go home early with Mom. It's fine, because we'll go to the lake. And being on the lake with Mom at Lake Nanny is my all-time favorite memory of Mom.
Really?
Just sitting, because she was interested in fishing, and I'd be like, Mom, do you want to fish? She's like, yeah. She's like, can you throw the pole out? Okay. Mom, there's a fish can you hook it? I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do it. So you don't want to fish? She's like, no, I just want to sit here.
You like the solitude of fishing.
But like, she would get so joyful when we cut. So anyway, that was such a beautiful thing. So it's like, I'm there for Dad. I want to catch a fish. I love sitting with Mom, although I think she just went straight into place. So, I think that's why ultimately I wanted to go back. But,
so you did you can say it honestly, like, did you feel any jealousy or any like feelings of responsibility at the same time that we got to hang out with Andre and then you went back?
No, I don't know. I guess over the years I felt, I don't know, I don't think I recognize this, but I think it might be just being conditioned to, like, well, that's just your job. You gotta support your dad while he goes down the stairs, or you've gotta, there really weren't a lot of options. Mm-hmm. So it felt like it was pretty clear, like, what, I don't know, like, oh, Mom needs help, gotta go help her. I'm so used to caring for our parents. When Mom wanted to go home, it's like, oh, yeah, I gotta take her home.
Okay, see what I did there? Uh-oh, you caught me. In writing, we call that the old misdirect. Can't really tell if I was being way too subtle or not subtle at all in the lead into the last story. And the story itself was actually pretty touching, in addition to being really funny. But anyway, that's what we gotta do here on the pod. And in these next few clips, you'll actually even learn something new about each of my parents too.
Eventually, I do have a few memories. I have a few memories of going to the Tittle Lake. I remember he had that place in Santa Clarita. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that place?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, I totally forgot about that place.
The Tittle Lake place was too expensive.
Yeah. I remember about the Santa Clarita place, like how they had no furniture.
Yeah.
And I'm looking back, I don't think I put those pieces together as a kid of like how sad it probably
my
looked.
Best memory from that place, not best memory, my strongest memory is I got I think it was a Spider-Man coloring book, and I don't know why I did this, but I circled all of Mary Jane's like boobs, and all, like, I was a little kid and I was just like, ooh, boobs, and I circled them, and I remember you ratting on me to Dad. And Dad didn't care at all, and he was like, okay. I was like, Holly, no, my life's gonna be ruined.
No, he's gonna see that I circled the boobs.
Very strong memory in that
I
place.
wonder if I was trying to like get everyone else in trouble or something. I was like, I'm sick of being the only one in trouble.
Mom was the kind of person that she never was the center of attention, like abhorred being the center of attention, but loved to be around vivacious people. And I just always she's just like in my mind, just always like there and like smiling.
Yeah.
With her big crimpy hair and her big glasses.
Yeah. And her kitties.
Oh, yeah. We had Kitterpuss was our first cat.
Which you remember Kitterpuss.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really.
So like that whole thing of like your porn star name is like the street you grew up on and your first pet. Beat Kitterpuss. Kitterpuss was my size, and I would drag her around by under the armpits of that cat.
And let me tell you, if that cat's Casey's size.
It was a big cat.
That was a big cat. Casey with a big baby.
Mutant child.
And then we had Winky Blue, who was unceremoniously run over by a car.
Didn't know that.
In the street outside, yeah.
Poor Winky.
She would when we would come home, there was a screen door on, so it's like our driveway, and then there was like this door and then a screen door on the outside, yeah, and we would open the door and she would jump and go like full flying squirrel on the screen door to say hello.
I do remember that. So did we have two cats at one point then?
Yeah, because we had Bob.
Yeah. I remember Bob. Yeah, we had Bob for a while.
Yeah, Bob lived a long life.
See? This is why you tune into the bonus content, people. To really dig in and find out all those extra details about the people in the story that you've come to love so much, including which animated character gave them the first tingles in their Ghibli bits. It also gives us a chance to further highlight family members who you've only gotten brief glimpses of so far, like my Aunt Cecilia.
The thing is, she didn't have to try to impress us ever. Like,
I just loved her stability.
well, but like all the stuff we did with her, like every memory I have of musical theater is with Aunt Cecilia.
Mm-hmm.
Not Dad. I mean, Dad was sick, or we couldn't afford to go to a place, so Aunt Cecilia would take us. Like, she had to try zero to make me be like fully infatuated with
Die-hard
her.
Aunt Cecilia.
Yeah.
And Celia would ride or die. I'd help her carry her suitcase. She'd always slip me a 50, you know?
Are you serious?
Hell yeah.
She would.
Hell yeah.
She never slipped me a 50 in my fucking life.
We had to count those coins from that seashell at Flower Festival.
For you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
You had
that, and then divvy them up amongst all the cousins evenly. Holly and I were very honest about it.
One,
we never took more.
No, but you know what? Now I would take more.
Well,
Because I know how the world works.
yeah.
It was hard, but I'm just, think somehow we all ended up okay.
Oh, there was more to come, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Much more to come. They can't even make this up. They
I
should
know.
make a movie of our family's life.
Well, making a podcast about it, so inching our way there.
Inching your way there, but it's just, this is a brave thing to do, to put your life out there.
I'm scared.
Like that.
I'm very scared, but I also feel very weirdly confident. Maybe it's my dad coming through. Feel very weirdly confident that I will do this in a way that like feels. I'm just confident that I'm going to tell this story in a way that everyone is like not rocking the boat. Like, I just know I need to tell it, and
I think you're going to be surprised how many people relate to it but haven't had the nerve to tell their story like this.
I know.
I'm
just
very proud of you for this.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining me for another round of goofing around with the Browns. Come back next week when this harrowing journey finally turns towards the bright side, and find out how I learned how to make any of it funny. Oh, and remember to follow, rate, and review the show wherever you get your podcasts, or subscribe at youtube.com/@everybodyknowspodcasts and drop a comment to let us know what you think of the show.